Welcome to Anxiety Pool.
You down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how's it going? It's Nick.
It's been a week. It's Mason. Hi. Hello.
We're recording a day late because Nick is stupid and he can't remember when we record the podcast.
Duh. This is true.
Da.
Yeah, man, I'm in a German mood.
German? I thought Da was Russian.
I thought Da was German. Well, I'm fairly certain. You want to know how I know? Because
Sure.
back when Ethan and I, right? This is a great starter story.
Okay.
Back when Ethan and I used to hang out, we one night were playing Call of Duty at his house, and he showed me Omegle. You remember Omegle or Omegle?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Is it Omegle or Omegle?
I don't care. It's either one.
So we would just go like hunting for chicks on Omegle, and he used to always like it was me and Darian. You remember Darian?
Yeah.
We would just like hang out. Sometimes Victor was there, but we would just hang out, and he would just go to the bathroom, and I don't know, I'd assume do illicits and whatnot. But one night we met these two German girls, and we exchanged. Man, what was the chatting service in high school? Kick? Yeah, Kick. We exchanged kicks, and I almost learned German by her sending me something, me copying it, slapping it into Google Translate, making a response, slapping it into Google Translate, and sending it back, dude. I did that for like 2 months. I'm fairly certain Da is German.
Are you sure?
Oh, you want to Google it?
I'm Googling it right now.
I'll talk about some stuff while you Google it. So I did the website up a little bit. Sorry guys, I'd smoked a lot before.
Nice.
I'm trying to center myself and get back in the but yeah. Worked on the website a little bit, got that a little more fleshed out, set up like the alert system so you can put an email in and receive updates and whatnot on what we got going on. I'd like to eventually get the Discord up and running, and then maybe if we get some like a good group of people, maybe play some games with them. I don't know, have like some events, like some game nights or something. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, man. I just kind of worked on the website. You got anything cool or interesting that happened to you in this recent week?
In this recent week, no, not really. No, it's been a normal ass week.
Wild, dude. That shit's wild.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
All right, well, I will talk about one thing I wanted to talk about and tell you about, which I don't even know if I did. Was Wednesday night. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming home from the shop. Right. I'm on Old Atlanta. And I'm going to that Mickey D's over there.
Yeah.
I'm in that left-hand turn lane, and it's 8:30 at night. I'd say 8:30.
A little pitch black.
Maybe not. It's pitch black out, right? Because it gets dark at like what 8 now.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there in the turning lane, my blinker on, these two cars pass by, and I'm like, all right, I put it into first gear, I start taking off. I'm looking at where I'm going, and I look to the right, and like a half a second as I look to the right, I see a car. And I slam on the fucking brakes, dude. I slam the clutch in, slam on the brakes, and I'm talking like an inch or two. This fucking whoosh. I think it was like a Ford Expedition. It was like a tan Ford Expedition. Couldn't see it at all. No lights on. Just driving.
They ran a red light?
No, they had no lights on.
Did they run a red light though?
No, it was just pitch black. I couldn't see their car at all. You get what I'm saying?
Were you turning from?
You know where that Dunkin' is? I'm not trying not to.
Yeah, I
where
know
the
where
Publix,
the Dunkin'
the
is.
Publix is, right?
Yeah, across the street from
Across
the
the
Dunkin'.
street, there's the McDonald's over there, right?
So you're pulling out of the Dunkin' lot. That's
No.
connected to the
I'm coming
McDonald's.
down Old Atlanta
You're coming. You're going north on Old Atlanta
towards. Yes.
towards the McDonald's and the Dunkin'.
Yes, and I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn into that section, and then to turn right into the Mickey D's parking lot. So she's coming south down Old Atlanta with no lights on in pitch black.
Ah, okay.
You get it now?
Yeah. I see.
So and of course my dash cam didn't record it.
Fantastic.
Which was
Gotta
really
love that.
annoying. Yeah.
Gotta love that.
So, like, even if I did hit her, she probably would have. And she was like some teenage chick. And so, like, I barely fucking miss her. And she, like, slows down. I don't even know she saw me. I don't think she even moved. Like, if I had gone, like, a second earlier, she would have T-boned me, I think. Probably. And she just keeps on driving, but, like, kind of slow down the road. And I'm, like, sitting there in the middle of the road. And, like, I'm contemplating, should I go chase after her? But I was so mad, like, I was like, it's probably for the best that I just kind of let her go. And so, yeah, I just left, and she just kept driving with her fucking lights off. Even though I yelled out the window, turn your fucking lights on.
No. Oh, she couldn't hear you, dude. She had Adele on blast.
She was staring right at me, like, when she started to slow down. She stared right at me. I didn't even...
She probably thought you were cute, man. She wanted to get your attention. Maybe she wanted you to chase her.
Maybe, yeah.
We could talk about that at some point, or
what, women?
Later on. Women.
You're talking about women?
I mean,
ew, dude, girls?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Yikes. Yeah, but yeah, we could talk about that. But yeah, I went to the McDonald's and then I waited in the drive-thru for like 10 minutes, and I'm sitting there and I take an order, or the car in front of me gets their order taken, the car to the right of me gets their order taken, I get my order taken, and then I pull up and like to move in, and this lady pulls up and she orders, and then as soon as the car in front of me inches up a little bit, she like like fucking skirts up real fast, and I'm like, are you for real? I'm like, are you gonna get in front of me? And I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, I bet she fucking tries to pull out in front of me. So I like put my car in first gear, and as soon as the car in front of us starts moving, I start rolling forward, and she rolls forward again. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at her like this. I put my hands up, and I look at her like this. And she's like, I ordered first. And I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I've been sitting here for like 2 minutes before you even came up. And she's like, well, I just ordered one thing. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, there's a system here. There's a, and she's like, stop being so petty. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not even worth it. And I just went back to my fucking music. Like, I was blown away. I was so angry at that point. I just couldn't. I knew I wouldn't be able to control myself, so I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, it sounds like you had an eventful Wednesday night.
Oh man, and I went home and I vented to a couple of my buddies from Discount Tire that I still keep in touch with, and rolled me a blunt. Man, that was a long blunt. That was satisfying. I really, really enjoyed that blunt.
A sweet release, huh?
That was a sweet release blunt, yeah.
That's good. That's good. You need that from time to time.
Right, yeah. Oh, nice. Good bit of dead air there because we were both doing something. We'll leave that in.
It happens.
Yeah.
Just get used to it, man.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Remember that thing we marked down? Let's not bring it back up, but remember when I marked that time down for that thing that I said in the last podcast? I completely forgot to pull that out and uploaded it. I was like 10 minutes away from it. You probably won't remember it. I don't know. I'll have to tell you about it later, but
yeah, I don't remember. I might just listen to the whole thing again.
Well, here, wait, I can do this. Oh, I fucked that up real bad. In the last episode, I just sent you what I did on Discord.
Let's see. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
welcome to the world.
yep. Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I think you were really the only one that was, because I already stream and whatnot, and that information's
Yeah.
already out there, so it's not a huge deal for me. That's how I thought, or that's how I saw it a minute or two after looking at it or realizing we put it out. Oh, that and the fucking Fallout 86.
Oh yeah. When you sent me that clip, I was like, yeah, that we screwed up there.
Yeah, you said 86, and I just went with it. Even though, yeah, I was like, I heard it and went 86, 76. Yeah,
It sounded so right coming out.
it did. That's why I
It's,
like how I say 2048, Battlefield
yeah.
2048.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah,
2042, man.
I know. I hope that game's good, man. 3 podcasts in a row. We're not going to keep talking about it.
I know.
What I
But
would
yeah,
like to
I
talk
hope
about.
it is good.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Sorry, yeah. What I would like to talk about is I bought my sister's Xbox. Did I tell you that?
Yes.
So I set it up last night, and I downloaded a bunch of games. Because there's a bunch of old school Xbox games. I grew up as an Xbox kid for the most part. Like I had a PC, and then I had a PlayStation 1. I had like a slew of Nintendo products: Game Boys, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color,
DS.
a DS. Yeah, fuck man, I loved Nintendogs.
Oh yeah, that was the shit, dude.
That was such a good game, man. The Nintendo. I love taking my dogs for a walk, and yeah, dude, it was like one of those games that I kept at home. I didn't bring to school with me.
Yeah, your puppy golden retriever would piss on the floor. You just beat it senseless.
No, I would never beat it. No. I love taking care of the dogs, dude. That and I loved the Pokemon games. One game I never got into, which I think I should have, and I've only ever played one of them, and it was for a very short amount of time, was the Animal Crossing games. Did you ever play any of those?
Yeah, my whole family loved Animal Crossing. Like my stepdad and my mom played Animal Crossing as much as I did.
Nice.
Yeah, we loved Animal Crossing. I still like it. It's just that you really have to treat it like Minecraft in a sense. Like you're just there to do shit. It's completely brainless. You don't have to think.
Yeah, I really like Stardew Valley, which makes me think I would enjoy um Animal Crossing, but it's the problem that I find with a lot of Nintendo games is they never fucking go down in price
Yeah.
ever. So it's actually quite obnoxious, it's like I really, if I would love to continue buying the Pokemon games, like I've missed like 4 of them now.
Yeah.
Like the last
a lot of the recent ones.
Yeah, the last modern Pokemon I played was Diamond.
I think mine was Pearl White or something like that on the DS.
Yeah, so the same. Oh, okay. That was the newer one. Pearl White was like the newer one, wasn't it?
I think. And
Is
then the one that came out with that was like Onyx Black or something.
So I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't keep up with them. Yeah, the only Pokemon I've been doing over the last few years has been emulation on my little Anbernic RG350M, my little emulator, little tiny little emulator. It's a pretty cool little device. You can get one for like $100. And it emulates up to like GameCube games, I think. No, I don't think GameCube was released yet. I think it's PlayStation 1 is like the most modern it's gotten. Like PS1, Sega Genesis, but the screen is the exact same size as the Game Boy Advance. So all those games are like perfect. They run perfectly on. They look crisp as hell. It's like playing the game remastered.
That's cool.
Over that like old ass screen, you've got like this nice fucking LCD screen or IP. I can't remember what it is, but it's crisp as hell. But that and that fucking stupid Pokemon trading card game online that you can do on the PC.
Oh, there's one of those?
Yeah, so in every Pokemon card pack you buy, it comes with a code card in the back of it. And you can enter that code or use a QR code reader on your PC to input that code and you get to open another pack online. And then you build decks and you play Pokemon against people or like
Oh,
bots
that's
or whatever.
cool.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. You get a lot of the. I'd love to play it with you sometime if you ever played. If you like to play Pokemon, because they give you a decent amount of starter decks, and honestly, the best fights are with the starter decks or the pre-made decks. Because like, you like especially with type advantages and shit like that, it's just like really really annoying because you can build a deck that like beats somebody else's deck. That's what Taylor and I were doing. We would go back and forth and create a deck that would beat the winning deck over and over and over. Yeah, so it was just like there was never like it's not skill based, but when you use the pre-made decks, it's skill based, with a little bit of luck of draw, but it's skill based for the most part.
I never really got into the card game that much. I just remember in elementary school, if you had a binder of Pokemon cards, you were the coolest fucking kid on the planet.
No, I don't think you were the coolest kid on the planet. I think you were like the coolest kid in our friend group.
Oh, okay.
Like our kind of posse, I think I think we were definitely in the minority in the school in terms of our clique, or I guess you'd call it.
Yeah,
we
I
were
just never.
cared.
I guess
Like I never,
this whole
yeah,
this whole time, I just haven't. Like, I don't mind meeting new people, but at the same time, like, if you don't, you got to show some effort if you want to stick around.
yeah, definitely. That was how I was in high school. It's like I didn't care the people I met. There was this kid who used to call me Cankles all the time, like, and he thought he was bullying me, I guess. And I was like, "All right, man, like, what's up?" He'd be like, "Oh, Cankles," and I'd be like, "What's up, man?" Like I
Yeah,
just
like
didn't care. And after like a month of that, he just stopped. You know, that's another good point I'll bring up real quick to any youngins listening. Number one, you shouldn't be listening because this is I think I had to mark this explicit on SoundCloud.
Oh, sick,
I mean,
sick.
yeah, dude, we drop F-bombs and shit, so I think, we technically are supposed to. But yeah, man, if you're getting bullied or whatnot, don't give them a reaction. Don't, number one, what they're saying doesn't fucking matter. Number one. And number two, just ignore them because they're just looking for a reaction out of you. And if you give them a reaction, then they're just gonna keep doing it. As soon as you just like, as soon as they realize that they're not getting any satisfaction from messing with you, then they'll just fuck off, move on to the next person. And people like that always get what's coming to them. So don't even stress, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I was bullied. I just
Yeah.
think I was fucked with. Like, I was
Oh.
that kid that was like not a legitimate part of the clique. But if I was in the same class as that clique, they would like bring me into the clique.
Yeah.
I was a chameleon or some shit.
Hey, that's
And
pretty cool. That's a good.
yeah, but like any other, like outside of that class or any other activity, they'd be like, ah, fuck that Nick kid. Which, I mean, I didn't really care because I just wanted to go home and play video games anyway.
Right, yeah. I mean, I really did enjoy the fact that I never really got invited to stuff. Never had to turn down people and whatnot. And I
Like
went to a
my
couple things, but like I didn't go to like parties or anything like that. They're always like you hear about kids having those fucking parties and raging, and there was that one kid who drove a Mustang through that neighbor's yard, and like there's all that shit. And I was just glad that I wasn't there. Honestly, I just went home and smoked up and played some games with the boys. I think that was like the best route anyway.
I feel like it's a peaceful growing
Right,
almost.
right,
You don't have to deal with all these other people and the bullshit they bring into your life.
100%.
Especially
Yeah.
especially if they're not like real friends, they care about you. They shouldn't expect you to care about them.
Yeah, motherfuckers that'll sell you out and shit. Yeah,
Mm.
who really
Or
don't give a
people
fuck
that'll
about you.
Yeah, or the people that'll completely fuck you over and then tell everybody else that it was your fault.
Yeah. If you surround yourself with those kind of people, you need to rethink some of your friend, in quotations, their friend choices. If you're just hanging out with people that you maybe even know don't care about you just because you want the popularity, at the end of the day, when it comes to it, when you need those people the most, they're not gonna come for you. They're not gonna be there for you. It's better to just move on now and start finding some real friends, some people who enjoy the same things as you, who think the same way as you, who share the same hobbies, because that's one of the most important parts of life. It's connections with the people you meet, the
I
friends you
agree.
make, the memories you create with those people. Yeah, will carry you through the toughest of times.
That
Whew.
was deep. That was deep.
Whew.
That was deep. You look. That was
You
a
know,
good one. That was a good one.
it was an indica too. It's purple gelato, so it's like really giving me this like massively mellow vibe.
Mm.
It's like almost difficult to form sentences and words, conscious thoughts. My eyes are so red.
I'm sorry to hear and see that. That's I'm sorry. You look great. You look cuter than
Yeah,
ever.
hey, thanks. Yeah, you like my hat? It says naked on it.
I love your hat.
Naked 100. 100.
Wow, that was the coolest thing I've ever heard you say.
100?
Yeah, 100.
Naked 100. Yeah.
All right, we can stop. We can
Yeah,
stop.
let's stop. Oh man. But yeah, so I plugged in that Xbox, right? Tested it out. And I was playing The Walking Dead, the Telltale Games one.
Yeah.
Like where it's like the storybook kind of thing. And I had seen somebody play it. I think it was either PewDiePie. I think it was PewDiePie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was PewDiePie. He played it because I remember he cried his fucking ass off or at the end of season 1. But yeah, I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna like do the opposite of what those people that I watched did. But then as I'm like getting into it and remembering it, I'm like still making the same decisions because like my morals just won't let me do the wrong thing. And then I
Yeah, I always.
recognize, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just always thought it was hard to like be a bad guy in video games. Like
Right.
they need to give me a game that's not a fucking choice. Like you're a bad guy, this is the story. Not, oh, you could be good or bad. I'm always going to pick the good guy. Good guy always wins.
Right, exactly. Like with Red Dead, I was never like an outlaw or a bandit or whatever the fuck you call it. And I would get so pissed when like just some random bullshit in the town would happen. You end up having to shoot like 10 people because you don't want to die, and then your fucking karma goes to shit. And it's like, damn it, dude, now I gotta rebuild it. It's like Tarkov as well. They've introduced a scav karma system. So for anybody who's never played Tarkov, there's 2 ways you can play it. You have an overall stash that allows you to store gear and ammo and armor and backpacks and food and drink and whatnot. And that is persistent until you bring that stuff in. If you die or you use it, obviously it's gone. So you have 2 ways to play. You have a PMC, which will allow you to take the gear you found in your stash into a raid, or you can use a scav. A scav will spawn into other players' raids who have brought in their own gear, as well as like other AI scavs that roam the map, and you get a random set of gear. But they added a karma system. It used to be you'd kill every motherfucker you saw as a scav, and it didn't matter. You could kill scavs. The AI would get pissed and shoot at you, but you could just shoot the shit out of them, and the scavs weren't that accurate. Now they added a karma system to where if you kill a scav, your karma lowers, and that increases a couple of things, or it alters a couple of things. One, your timer for how long you can get another, or how long it takes for you to get another scav. So basically how long you can go until you can do another scav run. 2, it affects the way the AI scavs treat you. And 3, it affects the gear you're given when you load into a scav. If you have really bad scav karma, you're going to get like a pistol and a mag. And like, that's it. But if you got some banging scav karma, you're going to get like an FAL with like 30 round mags and like some M61 ammo, like a backpack, a helmet, some, you'll be kitted. And then you have a much easier time taking down players. As well as, you can even go to the scav bosses or the raiders, which are like the really advanced AI with like the highest level gear, and you can just like fucking hang out with them because your scav karma is so high they won't shoot at you, and then they'll just kill players, and you just go loot the gear that they fucking of the players that they kill. So it's really, really worthwhile to get karma, but when you have like 10 quest items on you or something, or you got like $1 million worth of gear on you and you hear running around the corner, it's really fucking hard to not shoot somebody.
Yeah.
And if it's a scav, your karma goes down, and then everybody shoots at you, and then you end up dying, and it's like, well, great, you didn't get any of your items and you lost 30 rep for fence. That shit sucks. So it's really hard to be a good guy, but I just want to be. I don't want to kill other scavs. It's just hard. And then it's especially annoying when you meet another scav and you do the little fucking safety wiggle or whatever the hell it is, where you lean left and right and left and right. And then you go to loot something and he just shoots you in the back of the fucking head. And it's so fucking frustrating because it's like, especially when most of the time you meet nice scavs, you end up trusting a lot of them. I ended up, trusting. I trust most scavs, especially if they do the safety wiggle. That's what it's there for, man. Don't abuse the safety wiggle. if you're not gonna be friendly. But at this point in my Tarkov days, I don't play that much. But when I do, like if I find other scavs, I'll just run away. It's not worth it. It really isn't, because I mean, here's the dumb part: if they shoot me and hit me, and I turn around and kill them, all the other scavs on the map are now mad at me. How is that fucking fair? Like, that just makes no fucking sense. They should have a system to where, like, whoever shot first loses the karma. And then as soon as I kill that person, I shouldn't just have to run. It's either I die or I lose karma. And I have a really difficult time getting out. It's fucking stupid. Like, scavs were my favorite way to play in Tarkov, and now they've ruined it. Used to go scav reserve like every other PMC raid and just kill raiders and come out with like millions of dollars in gear, and they ruined it.
It sounds like it's way more tedious.
It's tedious, but I mean, it's satisfying. When you actually find a scav and like you start trading stuff with them, it's actually a lot of fun. He throws down something and you throw down something you think is, the same value. And then you guys shake and wiggle and, opachki, and then you move on.
Opachki.
Dawai. Yeah. Exactly. It is really fun. And Tarkov is such a satisfying game. It really is. Like when you go in as a scav and you have like a Mosin and you one shot a PMC in the head and you get his gear. I mean, that's some of the most satisfying. That's like winning an entire game of PUBG. That's like winning a game of Apex. That's like winning a game of Fortnite. It's like in that 10 seconds you get that endorphin high. And then you die and it's just like all ripped away from you in a matter of seconds.
It's the 20-second cycle of life.
It's so fucking brutal. It's such a roller coaster of emotions, that game, and I've just been too exhausted to play it lately.
It sounds detrimental to your mental health.
100%, yeah. Definitely.
I guess that's how I kind of feel about For Honor. Even though I tell myself I like the game, but it's so fucking stupid. It's so hard to be good at the game.
Yeah.
To like have fun. The only way you can have fun is if you do something like outrageously stupid and kill all 4 enemies. Other than that, it's like you're getting fucking pummeled.
That's kind of how I feel about Tarkov at this point. I only have fun playing Tarkov when I play with other people. And it's like we're doing something stupid. Like we take like the shortest possible shotgun to the longest range map. And or we wear night visions on a day map, or Something stupid. We use like we build incredibly powerful guns, but we use the worst possible ammo. So you're just like you're putting 60 round mags into people before they go down. You know, you can have so much fun when money isn't an issue, and money is everything in Tarkov. It's not until you get to like the really late stages. One of the main things being a Bitcoin farm. If you get a Bitcoin farm up and running, you can get gas in your generator, leave it running when you're not playing, and it'll mine you Bitcoin, and then you can go in and grab the Bitcoin and sell it for money, you know, and then you could just log off, and it'll just make more Bitcoin, and as long as there's gas in the generator. And once you get to that point, it's like this, you know, I'll get on, I'll sell the Bitcoin, I'll make like 1.7 million or something, I'll build a nice kit, I'll go in, if I survive, I'll do another one, then I'll do another one, then I'll do another one, then I'll do another, and then until I die, I'm just like, oh, whatever, and then I get off. Then I just go back the next day, pick up the Bitcoin, build a kit, you know. So once you get to that point, it's great. It really is a lot of fun. But at this point, I don't have anybody who plays it. All the people that I know who played it with me don't play anymore, and that's because it's so late in the wipe. They're gonna wipe the game again eventually, set everybody back to square one, and then it'll be repopulated. I think you should get it.
Is there a reason they do that, the wipe?
Because it makes it almost impossible for new players to join the game. If everybody who's playing has like the best of the best of the best of the best gear, and one of the things that affects that massively is there's a flea market where players can list items that they find in raid. So when all that shit gets filled up, you know, the prices go down. As the quantities goes up, the prices go, as the quantity of the items go up, the prices of the items go down, and so it gets cheaper and cheaper. So like everybody's all got this like really sick badass gear, and you don't unlock the flea market until level 20. So if and that takes a while. I mean, that's like a solid 10 to 15 hours of gaming if you do it right, if you complete missions and actually do shit. And that's like all buying like low level stuff from traders and whatnot, because you don't have the flea market.
Yeah.
So it is a bit of a pain in the ass to get into the game late wipe. So that's why they wipe it, so that everybody's back at square one, and you know, everybody comes back to the game. Because I think that's why most of the people that I'm playing with now aren't playing anymore, because it's so late wipe that everybody you run into is a fucking Chad with like the best armor and the best ammo and the best gun. So
well, that makes sense now that you explained it.
yeah. You been playing anything recently, or just the same old, same old?
Same old, but we played Back for Blood finally.
Yeah. Great game. You want to talk about it a little bit?
I mean, I don't think I have the best perspective on it because I didn't play Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2 as much as any other kid that was our age.
Yeah, just I mean, give it a short little review as an experience for a new, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people who would be listening to this aren't gonna be of the same age that we are, you know, some younger, some older, and they might not even know about the Left 4 Dead games. So as just like a new title to the market, what were your first impressions?
They were good. I didn't really see an issue with the game. Like, I don't know everything about it. I've only played, we played like 4 hours of it.
It was
2,
a decent,
3.
yeah, a decent few hours, yeah.
Yeah, a couple hours of it. I mean, I skipped the tutorial. It's simple enough, dude.
You didn't need the tutorial, yeah.
Yeah. It's gunplay. It's zombies. You play with friends. If you don't have friends, it fills it with AI. You can play by yourself. It's a fun game. You just do shit and you kill zombies.
Yeah.
It's great.
For anybody who played the Left 4 Dead games, I think it is a very solid sequel. Or would you say successor? Not because it's not technically a sequel to the Left 4 Dead. It's got like no relation in story. The zombies they're different named, they're different creatures, there's different mutations.
Say a refresh.
A refresh, you think so? Yeah, okay. I think it's a great. I think it's a great refresh. I'm fairly certain it is made by the team who did Left 4 Dead. And in terms of gunplay, it feels very good. It feels smooth. It feels modernized, but it definitely has that nostalgia vibe from Left 4 Dead, where you can just barrel stuff a fucking zombie and blow it to smithereens, and you can melee and bash and stuff, and there's a cooldown for the bash, just like Left 4 Dead. You've got spots and callouts, and they basically copied most of the special zombies. I mean, you've got a jumper, just like the of course I'm gonna blank on the names for the zombies in Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead. But you've got the boomer, you've got the tank. There's a tank as well. You've got the charger. He doesn't charge. Well, yeah, he does charge. The tall
charges.
Boy. He charges, yeah. And then you've got the hunter. I think it's called the hunter.
You talking about Spider-Man that spits at you, or the dude that runs you down?
So so there's a smoker too. So the smoker's the one that jumps up and spits at you. But the smoker in Left 4 Dead used to like grab you and pull you and like entangle you.
Yeah, that's right. That was funny.
Yeah, but he now just jumps up and shoots poison at you or something. And then there's also so there's not a jockey like the head jumper where he'd jump on your head and you'd run around. Now there's like he's like on the wall. They're like those things on the wall where when you get into the area, they'll jump on you and like pin you down. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the thing that actually scared the fuck out of me when I first encountered it.
Yeah, they're so fucking annoying. They just come out of nowhere. Yeah, and then you're just pinned on the ground. And there's nothing you can do. They'll just kill the shit out of you, and they'll attract zombies to you in that area as well. So then you're just like you're getting bombarded.
Fantastic.
But
great gameplay.
The gunplay is very smooth and modernized. It's got all the same kind of healing mechanics. You can hold one grenade, one kit, one separate kit. But one thing that they did do that I really enjoy is the deck building system. You can now, as you complete missions, purchase supply lines and get different cards. And cards are drawn every safe room you get. There'll be things like 10% max ammo, or turn your melee into a bash with a knife, or increase movement speed by 10%. Little shit like that. And then there's the more rare cards as you get higher up in the lines. But you are able to build this deck to create a playstyle for the way that or to build around your playstyle. If you want to be like a little SMG guy, which is kind of what I want to do. I really like running around and just hit fire.
Yeah, run and gun.
Run and gun. So I'm working on my movement speed, my reload speed, my SMG accuracy, my hip fire accuracy, stuff like that. As well as they also have added corruption cards. So corruption cards are randomly drawn cards that add modifiers to each run. So every playthrough is slightly different, whether that be heavy rain or a fog, or the zombies are stronger, or there's more special zombies, or maybe there's a boss on the level. Like they'll add bosses on the level, or they'll add challenges, like speed runs and time limits and stuff. I think it's a really, really, really good refresh. I really do. And it's on Game Pass for anybody who hasn't checked it out. You can get it on PC and on Xbox.
$1.
Holla holla, $1.
You gotta stop it with that gay shit, man.
You don't like that? You don't remember? Dude, listen, holla holla get dollar used to be the shit back in my Realm of the Mad God days.
Is that a thing? I don't. No comprende. No comprendo. I didn't conjugate it properly. I apologize.
Realm of the Mad God. You don't remember that?
I played it a little bit.
Yeah, man. Holla holla get dollar. That was like there used to be this YouTube channel who used to make like silly compilations, and edits, like almost like MLG compilations. And he made holla holla get dollar like fucking a thing in the realm community. So whenever anybody would get some really good loot, they go holla holla get dollar. So that's like ingrained in my brain. I'll never stop saying that. You can't stop me.
Okay. You can have it. I'll let you have it.
All right, listen, what do you got? I'm almost out of topics already. We didn't prepare very well for this. You
You're
gotta have
almost out of
something, dude.
topics?
You gotta have something.
I assumed you were gonna carry us through this thing.
Listen, you're expecting too much. I've told you multiple times. I'm no host here. We're partners in this. I really got nothing. You know,
That's true.
you had a full extra day to study up.
You're right. You're right. I did fuck this up.
You had a full
Immensely.
extra day. I mean, I had so many topics on the brain on Sunday. You know, that's what else do I do while I sit there at work? I was just like working on the website, thinking about stuff to talk to you about, and then I kind of forgot it all. Honestly,
It's all my fault, man. All my fault.
I mean, I'll take a look, gander over here at the Discord here. Okay, well,
we got this last one.
Yeah, well, did we talk about the top two there? I mean,
Kinda not. I think we touched on it a little bit last time, but it wasn't in depth. I think we said we were gonna save it or something.
yeah. Well, all right, let's kind of go into it. I think I can't remember the context of the chat that we had when we were originally discussing it. But basically we were discussing the topic of tackling problems sooner rather than later, working hard now, relaxing later. I don't really know the best terminology for it. You know what it was? It was about how I got into the habit of cleaning my car. That's right. Where we were discussing the buildup of trash in a vehicle that you daily use. It's a pretty common thing. If you're going and getting, Mickey fucking D's or some Checkers or some shit and some Chick-fil-A, and you eat it in your car, it's tempting to just crumble up the bag and chuck in the back. And then it piles up. And so we were kind of discussing the associating the feeling of not wanting to clean your car to the feeling of the buildup and the extended period of time it takes in order to clean that built up of trash in your vehicle. And that it would be much, much easier to just, every time you get out of your vehicle, just grab the trash, and it's like you do a little thing and it saves you from having to deal with the larger, more annoying thing. And I feel like and that was something I learned as I matured over these last few years. Kind of like clothes on the floor, or just like cups or something in the room. I know a lot of times in my past I used to just like build up cups in my room. I'd forget to bring them downstairs and I'd have like a stack of like 8 cups, and then it was like I was annoyed, fuck, I got all these dishes up here and I don't want to take them all down and clean them all out and put them in the dishwasher, when in reality if I had just fucking taken my dishes down right then after I had finished eating, this wouldn't be such a problem. And so, like, I associated the feeling of me having to deal with all that shit with just cleaning in general. So it's like, why does it matter? Because eventually I'm going to have to clean all this shit and it's going to fucking suck. But I fixed that by just doing it now. Do it now. That way you can relax later.
Yeah, that's kind of... I feel what you're saying. I still feel like I'm down in that slump because, like, I just can't fucking... It might have to do with how exhausting work is. But, like, when I'm home, I don't want to fucking do anything. I don't want to clean out my car. I don't want to clean my room. I don't want to do laundry. I never want to fucking shower. I never want to eat.
Yeah.
I just want to get home and just fucking sit here and do nothing. But, like, at work, I can't work if everything's disorganized. It has to be semi-clean to the point of where I know where everything is. But... like at home, it doesn't matter where it is. I know where it is.
No.
Does that make any sense at all?
No, absolutely. Like, that was, I still kind of live that way, but it's like, yeah, I know where everything is, and it to some people it may look like a mess. You know, I recently did clean up quite a bit. I reorganized the room when I bought a VR headset because I wanted to have a little bit of room to maneuver. Ended up being not that much, but you know, it I think it looks great. You know, I've reorganized my room probably twice now, and yeah, each time it feels nice. I mean, it really does feel good to fully clean your room and make it look spick and span. But yeah, it does just kind of build up over time, and shit gets everywhere, and yeah, you get to the point where it's like, man, I really don't want to clean it, but you know, if you just cleaned up the mess you made every day, you'd never have to get to that point where you have to spend an hour or two cleaning it, you know. And even so,
That's
like you talk about your car, even so, taking a fucking trash bag in your car, you know, waking up in the morning, grabbing a trash bag, putting it in your car, and then when you get home from work, before you go inside your house, you just throw a couple things in there. You know, that honestly probably takes what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes
yeah,
to,
I do that like once a week. It's not terrible,
yeah,
but it's like there's a bunch of other shit in my car that I just like don't want to fuck with. Like I already have so many clothes in my closet
yeah,
and on my floor. I know that my trunk is full of fucking clothes that I never wear. Same with my back seats. Like it just ends up there somehow and I just never fucking take it out. And then I clean out my car and I'm like, "Oh, I love this shirt. Why the fuck is it here?"
yeah. I do that, and I find a bunch of lighters, lighters and coins, which is also pretty cool. I like finding a bunch of coins. I've started doing that at the shop. Instead of like taking my coins home from the tip jar, I'll just pour them in a bag in the back. I'm just gonna keep them all, and then one day when I get really fucking baked and really fucking bored, I'll just count all the coins, see how much money I got.
You could just go to Coinstar. You
Yeah,
could,
no, they take a percentage. Jamie doesn't mind. He'll take the coins, and he has like bags in the back. That way, he doesn't have to go to the bank whenever we need change for the drawer. We just take money out and go to the back and grab some coins, and yeah, it's actually a lot easier than having to go to the bank.
that
Oh,
works.
yeah.
Does the bank take a percentage?
I don't think so. I don't imagine they would. If you're just straight like, I mean, I don't know. You think if I took $1 to the bank and said, "Can I get 100 pennies?" They'd give me 90.
No, no. I'm just saying, like, if you go in there with a fucking wheelbarrow of coins and go, "I'd like to make a deposit," you think they're gonna get, a little feisty?
I think unless they had a coin counting machine, you know, I think if it's your bank and they have a coin counting machine, then I think, you know, that's the reason it's there. And I guess that would entirely depend on your bank. But I know that Coinstar, the one in like the Publix, is the one that I used to go to, and they take like a couple percent. It's like 5 to 10% in fee.
That's not too bad for not
It's
wanting to count a shit ton of coins.
right, yeah. If you have like a fucking 5 gallon drum full of coins, I ain't counting that shit. But like my little tiny little sandwich bag of coins,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll count that and just like swap it out for change in the or money in the drawer. Yeah,
Mm. I do like going back to what we were talking about. Even though, I keep putting cleaning off more and more and it just builds up more and more. When you finally like get that urge to do something and you do spend like a couple hours on cleaning, when you're done, actually feels good.
yeah, it's very satisfying. Yeah, I get
I'm assuming that when you take care of it, like as it happens, it's just as uh
satisfying. Yes,
yeah, just as satisfying, but in smaller doses.
yes, it's a more consistent stream of satisfaction. It really is, because like when I now that I have a nice new car, you know, my old Elantra, I now own a 2004 Subaru WRX STI. It's a fucking mouthful. But my old car was a 2004 Hyundai Elantra, and man, that thing was a piece of shit. I cut the muffler off. I took the back seats out. I mean, it was a ridiculous fucking piece of garbage. I called it the blue turd. And it always had trash in it and a bunch of junk in the back, and I didn't give a fuck. Now that I got this nice new car, I keep it clean. I do. I clean it every time I get in it. I have these nice rubber floor mats where all the dust and shit gets trapped in the floor mat. So I literally just pick up the floor mat and dump it out, put the floor mat back. It's nice. And so every time I get in my car, I'm just like, damn, this bitch looks clean. And it gives me, I get satisfied. I'm satisfied every time I get in a clean car. It's just like one of those things. I guess that's one of the parts of life is you got to figure out what what keeps you going, right? And a clean fucking car keeps me going, bro.
It does? That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, clean car.
I mean, if you know what keeps your boat floating,
keeps my rocks
keep
hard.
Doing it.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
It keeps your rocks hard. Whatever the fucking
keeps my blood keeps my blood pumping. Keeps my my gears gearing. Is that the opposite of
gears gearing?
Is that the opposite of gears grinding? I don't know, dude. Yeah, everybody's got those little things. Like some people like to keep a really clean house. Some people like to have a really clean model collection. Some people like to have a nice organized Pokemon card collection. It's just like those little things. You put in that little bit of effort each day to build something greater, and that something greater is just get you going. Just get your rocks off, man. Yeah. That's like something everybody should try and locate. And I guess you could call it a hobby.
Yeah.
Like some people like Legos. I fucking love Legos. Dude.
I thought about getting back into it.
I will 100% start a Lego YouTube channel with you.
They're expensive though, man.
Yes.
They're fucking expensive.
Yes, they are, because they're so popular right now.
What's your favorite like type of Lego? Like, do you like the Star Wars series, Harry Potter?
Oh man, so I had a lot of the Star Wars when I was a kid. Like a lot of the Stormtroopers and Jedi, and yeah, because I was super into Star Wars. If out of all of them, I was definitely like a Marvel and Star Wars kid. Like Spider-Man, fucking yeah, all that shit. And I think that partially had to do with my dad. Of course, my dad's a fucking Marvel nut, so he loves all that shit. He was like the type of guy to buy the movie on DVD or Blu-ray as soon as it came out, and we'd watch it again that fucking night, right?
What about Bionicles?
I did play with Bionicles. Yeah, dude, rad.
Dude, there was I think I had some kind of Bionicle game on my GameCube way back when. But it came with one of the Bionicles I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I had a Bionicle game on my Game Boy.
Ooh. I can't remember what it was about for the life of me, but I just remember it was cool, and I could never beat one part, and I was so young, so I just gave up.
You want to know what I will never forget, though? The one gaming device I had that I will never forget. So my parents...
An Etch-a-Sketch.
Would you consider an Etch-a-Sketch a gaming device?
Yeah, man. Wasn't that like a 4K display?
It's a drawing pad, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the two knobs, right? And you draw. I think it was literally just like I don't know how an Etch-a-Sketch works, bro. I'll be honest. I really have no idea.
I don't know the science behind an extra. Dude, that shit probably came from NASA.
It might have, or it came from space. Yeah.
Ooh.
But the first ever, like the gaming device that I will never ever forget was a SpongeBob plug and play console.
Oh my god.
That ran off of 2 AA batteries, right? And so do you need to tell Mercy to shut the fuck up? His beeps in my ears are throwing me off.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. But yeah, they bought me this little plug and play console, and it ran off batteries, and it had like one game on it, and it was just like this really shitty, awfully made, probably bootleg port of like a dumb SpongeBob game, and it had those 3 component cables. And we had like a 2002 Expedition or something, or a 2001 Expedition, and it had a DVD player that you could plug component cables into. So when my sister would pass out and go to sleep, I'd plug in this stupid little SpongeBob console. Because at the time, Game Boys and shit like that didn't have backlights. So when we're driving to Florida at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I can't see my Game Boy. The only thing I can do is either watch some of the movies we had in the car. Oh man, that's bringing me back. We had a fucking folder.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
of DVDs.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. Every time we go on a trip, oh man, that was the shit, dude.
Did you guys have like the wireless headphones that like came with the car?
So later down the line, we did. When my dad bought the Honda Pilot,
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, it had a DVD player and it came with headphones.
Like the worst headphones on the planet.
Yeah, they weren't great. They were really uncomfortable. The audio sucked, but
It's just pure plastic.
yeah, but it I don't know. I didn't mind it. I really didn't. But his car actually had headphone ports too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you could plug your own headphones in if you wanted to. But
What was like? Oh, keep going.
Well, I was saying at that time, I was like, game consoles had backlights and whatnot, so you could play them 24/7.
Mm-hmm. I think mine was I played my PSP the most out of like anything I ever owned. I had like a first gen PSP,
Yeah,
and I had OG Battlefront 2 on it, Star Wars.
Nice.
And I would play that all the fucking time.
Jelly.
And I had headphones for it. But when we would go on vacation, like back in the day, we would get those hotel rooms that were like 2 queen beds and the bathroom like in the same room. Like, you know those hotels?
Yeah.
We would go to places like that and stay in those. And I always woke up early. Like, I've never been able to sleep in. And so I would be the first to wake up, and I would play my PSP, and I'd put my headphones in, and my stepdad would just complain about how he hears clicking across the room at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry, but I gotta pop these heads, dude. These droids, these clankers, man, they're coming.
I never had a PSP. I was I think my mobile gaming was Game Boy Color,
Mm-hmm.
Game Boy Advance SP.
Ooh, fancy.
It was the baby blue one. My sister got the pink one. We got it for Christmas. And then I had a first gen DS. And then I had like the DS Slim. Wasn't that like the smaller, like more symmetrical square one, right? It was like a flat rectangle. It wasn't like a fancy one. It was just like, it was like the slimmer version. So I had that. And then I sold the DS. I think that was it. I think it was the DS. And then I bought a Switch like a few years ago and used it for like maybe 30 hours.
I was trying to think about like the when we were talking about the DVD player in the car, like the one movie. What was the one movie that like always hit on like every road trip?
Ooh. I think it's probably gonna be... Damn, dude, I can't remember.
Cause I know what ours was, and I can still watch it and enjoy it, but I can't watch it as much as I did back then.
Olivia used to like the Hannah Montana movie. We watched that quite a lot. Yeah.
Classic.
I really enjoyed Transformers. We had a lot of Transformers. The first I think it was like the first 2 were out at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed those. Spider-Man.
Ooh, not 3. I couldn't
No,
cry in front of my family.
it was just one. It was just one at the time. I think it was the only one we had. And then, oh yeah, the ones that I really wanted to watch, but never got to, were the Harry Potter movies, because I think Olivia was like scared of them at the time. Because I think we had watched the first one together as a family. And you got that whole fucking scene where like he's taking the head wrap off of his head.
Yep.
And there's like and Voldemort's face is on the back of his and then he just, yeah, so it was a scary movie. So she really didn't want to watch any of the other ones for quite a few years.
Damn.
Which really sucked. But no, I mean, honestly, that's a great, I kind of want to text Olivia and ask her, like, what was the movie we watched all the time?
Because ours was, like, when it was just Mitchell and I, we
Yeah.
watched the OG SpongeBob movie, like, every fucking road trip.
Nice.
And then when our stepbrothers got into the mix, I don't know if they brought it, like, with them when they moved in, but have you ever watched Weird Science?
I don't think so.
Dude, it's a great movie. It's where like teenagers build this like computer application that builds them the perfect woman, and it like 3D prints it. But it's from the 90s. It's like this weird Frankenstein thing, and she ends up throwing a house party for them and a bunch of random people. It's like horny teenagers mixed with Jumanji. That's kind of the vibe.
Oh man. All right. Out of the 3, have you seen all 3 Jumanjis released like in different
No.
eras?
No.
So did you see the original one with fuck,
The only one I've watched
Robin
is the
Williams?
Robin Williams one.
Yeah. Okay, so you didn't see the one with
Rock and Kevin? No.
no, there's 3 of them now, right?
I thought they both had. I thought both of the new ones had Jack Black, The Rock, Kevin Hart, and then whoever that chick is.
Dude, I must be tripping. I feel like there was like another Jumanji in between the original 1995 film and the one that just came out in 2017. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Zathura? Do you remember Zathura?
Yeah, Zathura was awesome. Dude, when I first watched that movie, it scared the living shit out of me.
Did you know it was directed by Jon Favreau?
Was that his first hit, dude?
In 2005? Wow, yeah, okay, I must be tripping, bro. I could have sworn there was another Jumanji, or maybe I was thinking about Zathura. Do you remember The Last Mimsy?
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh man, that was another movie that I quite enjoyed. So when I was a kid, I had a green bunny rabbit, like stuffed animal. And as a kid, you always wanted to believe that your stuffed animals could hear. You ever go through a phase where you thought like your stuffed animals could hear you or talk to you?
I had Webkins at one point.
Or they were alive. Did you ever think that maybe they were alive or something?
I don't know. I had a blankie. I don't think I was the stuffed animal kid.
I also had a blankie, and then my dad threw it away. We still don't know where it is.
Mine survived a fucking house fire, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I gave it away. I don't know where it is, and I miss the smell of it. I want to cry every night.
Nice. Yeah, I had a green bunny rabbit. I don't remember what I called it, but yeah, the movie The Last Mimsy is about this this mom and her 2 kids, and they move somewhere, and the kid like finds a bunny rabbit, and the bunny rabbit's like some sort of alien science transportation device, and they like unlock the secrets of the universe from like a crystal inside the bunny. It's like some crazy shit, dude. But I remember,
I feel like I've watched clips of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
It's like this weird ass bunny, and it's like, hello, like I'm a bunny. Dude, it's
oh
like,
my god.
It's really fucking weird, dude. What the fuck is Mercy talking about? You know what? He's part of the podcast now. We're getting spam messaged in a chat. Is he trying to invite somebody to play with us?
He said fuck it to downloading it because Microsoft Download was making him Microsoft.
What the fuck does that even mean? It's okay. Well, I'll have to cut out all this fucking dead air here. Are
That's
you
fine.
high? Probably.
I just like
Is
I've played with his friend before, and he's not bad at video games. He's just like a
dumb?
little. No, he's not dumb. He's
Low
just
IQ?
like he's real hypey. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, is he like a hyper kind of kid?
Kind of.
Man, I'll be real. I'm just like not about that.
I don't know how to describe it. I feel like hyper isn't the right term.
Just
But
like
he's
high
just
energy.
like uh it's high energy, but it's in a weird way. Like he says he talks like he's from the streets. That
Man, is he white?
Yeah, he's white. Like it's not an issue. It just like we all talk to each other fucking normally, and then I don't know where you hear, "Oh yeah, bro," like like hype beast. Like
Oh,
how a
dude,
hype
he's
beast
a
would
fucking
talk.
he's a hype beast.
Like how they would talk. He's not a hype beast. He's
Does he say
he's
like?
difficult to
Does he
play
say
games
bet?
with because he's always in your ear.
Does he say
Well, I
bet?
say
all the
bet
time?
ironically.
Right, but does he say it unironically? He's like, yeah, bet, bro. Shit like that.
Sometimes I think I've heard him say it.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably should stop shitting on this kid on the podcast.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean it's not the best of topic anyway.
Yeah, you can cut this whole thing.
Should I? I'll probably forget again.
That's fine. You just
leave it
upload it
in,
raw.
yeah.
Just raw, man.
That's what I've been doing, honestly. I mean, I'll cut like a little bit of dead air so far, but I've just kind of been letting it flow, bro. Letting it flow.
It's not that bad. Honestly, when you listen to it, it sounds completely okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal, is to just give a pure experience, you know? Almost like you're chilling in the Discord with us, boys.
Yeah.
And maybe one day we'll do that. Maybe we'll have some of you guys on. You know, that'd be fun. I'd love to like take calls or something. People come up to us with issues. Yeah, download was making him Microsoft. That makes no fucking sense, dude. Oh well.
I don't know.
Oh
yeah.
well.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh
Yeah,
well.
right.
I just want to kill zombies, dude. That's all.
Well then let's I mean we did a 2-hour podcast and then we did a 2-hour and 30-minute podcast. Let's go the opposite direction. Let's maybe do like what do you think, an hour and 45? Because I don't want to go
yeah,
too
we
long.
can cut his shirt.
Let's
Yeah,
have-
yeah.
Let's have a little bit of variety in the length of time, you know?
Mm-hmm. As a normal conversation would flow. I feel like when it gets dead, we should just
Yeah.
bounce.
Well,
We
then
can't
again,
think of anything else to talk about.
then sometimes we'd have like 20-minute 20-minute podcast.
Oh yeah, but we can at least push it to an hour.
Yeah. All right, well let's talk about this Hulu show, the new Marvel hit monkey.
Dude, just like I was telling you earlier, man, I swear I was about to. I don't know who else out there has fucking Hulu, but there's like nothing on it that interests me other than some of the animes I actually enjoy. Like there's like two I'd watch on Hulu, and sometimes like when I can't find a movie on Netflix, HBO, or Paramount, I'll check Hulu to see what it has. But everything I've been watching is on Netflix, Paramount, or HBO. Like I never touch Hulu anymore. And then, as soon as I said I was about to cancel my Hulu subscription, fucking trailer for Hit Monkey comes out, and it's like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait.
Me too. Yeah. It's like from what I understand, it's some sort of like, I guess maybe he's like I'm guessing he's going to be a secret agent, some sort of like high level operative that goes rogue and ends up meeting this monkey,
Yeah.
and they're connected or something, and this monkey ends up turning into like a crazy skilled hitman. It's like just a monkey. It's like it's just like a fucking monkey just chilling, and he's just murdering people, and it looks very well animated, so I'm like pretty pumped for it.
It almost reminded me, like when I watched the trailer, it felt kind of. Did you ever watch Archer?
I don't know if the art style really is the same as Archer. I was getting more of like a modern Samurai Jack vibe.
Ooh.
in the way
that's
like
even cooler.
in the way like he was, in the way he moved, right? When he was jumping, like it almost looked like his body arcs in a way. It's like it
Mm-hmm.
was very smooth, and the combat looked very good. Looked pretty gory. I like gory anime, especially Invincible. Did you watch? You watched all of Invincible, yeah?
Yeah, Invincible. I've watched it. I've watched it 3 times, I think.
Wow,
It's a good fucking show.
it's really good. Yeah, I can't wait for the next season.
I hope it comes, man. I know it will come. I just know that it'll take a while.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the only two platforms I've been using are Spotify, Amazon, and Netflix. Netflix, I watched Squid Game, and I'm also watching Your Name or My Name. Yeah, Your Name's an anime. It's called My Name. It's another Korean thing, a Korean show. It's about this mobster's daughter who whose father gets killed. Like he gets killed by somebody, and she goes on like this bend. She basically joins the mobster or the I think it's like a Korean mafia basically, right? They sell drugs and
Mm-hmm.
meth and shit like that, right? She joins like their gang and becomes like one of their, basically like higher up hit people or hitman or whatever, hit woman. And she's like on a hunt to find the person who killed her father. It's a really good show. If you like the stories of like this just nobody, this low life just like turns around and becomes a total badass, you'll like My Name. It's very good. Like the Korean film industry, whatever you want to call it, is hitting these last couple of months. Like, did you ever see a Train to Busan?
No.
That's a really good one. It's a zombie flick, Korean zombie flick, and I thought it was just gonna be like another shitty zombie film, but man, fucking cried my eyes out during it, dude. It was really good.
Oh, I don't like crying. No,
You don't
I
like
don't.
crying? Come on, man. You got to be in touch with your emotions. A man who cries is a man in touch.
I cry sometimes. I just don't want to make myself cry. Is that
I guess. I mean, crying's healthy, man. You got to let it out at some point. That's the only way I ever do it. I don't cry at much. Like we talked about in the last episode. Excuse me. I'm fairly numb, for the most part. But the emotions that I can get out are usually movies and whatnot. You get a really good cinematic event and some good ass music in the background. Yeah, man, I'll cry all day.
that's my things. Like I know that when I watch a movie and I get involved in it, like I'm stuck. I need to finish the movie, and I will. But like, dude, I cry so easily, especially if it's like a good-hearted movie. Like I cried during The Blind Side
Me too.
when they sent him off to college. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
so proud of him.
Yeah. I cried in
cry-
Interstellar.
Dude, I cried in Spider-Man 3 when Harry fucking sacrificed himself for Peter.
I cried in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Or was it The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the one with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone?
I actually haven't watched those Spider-Men.
Have you not?
Nah, not the ones with Andrew Garfield.
Damn, dude. So I can't even talk about what I was crying about.
I know what happens.
Oh, you know
I just
what
haven't.
happens?
Yeah, I just haven't watched them.
Yeah. No. Okay. So that was rough when they're up in the bell tower and I can't remember. Gwen Stacy is the character she plays, but Emma Stone, she falls down to the bell tower and he catches her right before she hits the ground, but like I think the way he caught her like just like shattered her spine and yeah, so she dies. Spoiler alert. But
Nice.
I mean, dude, those movies are so old. If anybody listening hasn't seen those at that point, sorry.
I agree.
But yeah, that was a really rough scene. I cried. That shit hit for like a week or so. I remember being because I had a huge crush on Emma Stone. And I was like, one, pissed that she wasn't going to be in the series anymore, and two, that she died. You know.
What about Marley and Me?
Oh no! Anything with animals. I can't do anything with animals.
Isn't that who was the dad in that movie? Was it? Why do I want to say Owen Wilson?
I don't think it was Owen Wilson. Was it Owen Wilson? It might have been Owen Wilson. Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I was just about to. Oh, good gracious! Yeah, there's some really, really, really sad movies out there.
It was Owen Wilson.
Was it really? Wow.
Yeah, it was Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston were the parents.
Wow. You know what I just watched the other day with Owen Wilson?
Cars.
You ever seen you ever seen Hall Pass?
I haven't seen Hall Pass. Is it
Hall-
good?
Yeah, it's a good one. I think it's on Netflix where I saw it. Yeah, it's basically Owen Wilson, and I can't remember who the other actor is, but he they're both married, and their wives give them a hall pass, which is basically like a week off from marriage, so they can sleep with whoever they want, do whatever they want. It's a great movie.
It's Jason Sudeikis.
Oh yeah, I never would have known his name.
Holy fuck, Bo Burnham's in it.
Isn't he? I can't remember.
It says his title is bartender.
Oh yeah, dude. He was the bartender. That's right. He charges like $57 for 3 shots of tequila. It's like, what do you want me to do?
He's like, what do you want me
He's fucking hilarious.
Bo is funny. Did you see his newest stand-up about like being home for COVID?
No, I did not. I haven't watched much stand-up in like a year or so.
I was about to say, I felt like I was really into stand-up for like a good year or two, and then out of nowhere, I stopped getting the vibe. But it's supposed to be really good. There's a lot of funny clips of it, and I think that I'd imagine it'd be good because I know Bo's good. Period.
Yeah, I think also like Dave Chappelle released a new stand-up or something.
Apparently his was super controversial. I will watch it at some point. I got to get back into stand-up. I need to do like a binge of all the ones I've missed.
Yeah, there's a lot.
What about you said you're on Prime a lot. Have you ever seen The Boys?
Yeah, I love The Boys.
It's a funny fucking show. It's a great show.
Another gruesome. I love the gruesome stuff. That's why I like Quentin Tarantino as a director. He does a lot of gruesome stuff. Yeah, The Boys is like very brutal.
Did you watch all the way through? All the way to the end of season 2?
Yeah.
Isn't that last 5-minute scene probably the best thing you could have ever thought?
I can't remember the last. I mean,
bad guy who is not a bad guy is standing on top of a skyscraper, touching himself.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, wait, he is. Yeah, well, yeah, he is. He is technically the bad guy, ain't he?
Kinda not. I don't know where he stands necessarily.
I think he's definitely the bad guy. I mean, he's the antagonist right now for the entire second season. He was the antagonist.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, he is the antagonist. He's the bad guy.
Yeah. That was a really good scene. Yeah, I'm remembering it.
Whenever I get sad, I just picture myself as him doing that.
Would you? If you had the same powers as Superman, would you just like do shit like that?
Would I do whatever I wanted to, or would I specifically do what he did at the end of the second season?
Like, let's say you woke up one day as Superman. You could like you were completely invincible. You were bullet resistant. What would be the first thing you would do?
Probably rob a bank.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think I think I agree with that.
I just walk in, just like you know, with that much strength and that much power. When someone sees you just walk through a bank vault door, I would run.
Or use laser eyes, cut it out. and then just pick it up and put it to the ground.
See, if I had like superpowers, I would do my best to keep like most of them secret.
Yeah.
Not to like people around me, like close people, I'd be like, yeah, man, I could do this, that, and the other. But like for people to know who I am and like the government or whatever, or if there were like supervillains out there, like I don't want them to know that I have super strength and
Yeah.
I'm invulnerable. Maybe just I can fly. That's literally my only power. That's what I want them to think, so that if I had to fight somebody or whatever, I could just surprise the shit out of them with fucking laser eyes.
So you'd go public with it almost immediately? Because I would keep it completely secret. Like I really would. If I one day woke up and realized that I could fly, I wouldn't tell a soul.
Secret identity shit?
Yeah, like I would anytime I would do it, I'd like put on a mask or something and yeah, just whatever.
What
I mean,
what would your superhero name be?
The Spunk Monster.
The Spunk Monster? Wow.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I'd be Giga Gamer.
Giga Gamer. Wow.
Giga Gamer.
Yeah. Chattington the Second.
Chattington the Second. That's a good one.
The Beefcake.
008.
008. Yeah.
Apparently, that new movie's really good.
Really? I heard it was semi-political.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and it was like a little I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't really talk about it.
All I know is that Billie Eilish does the intro song.
Dude, she's got some big fucking boobs, dude.
Okay. All right.
You ever
Billie Eilish.
You never seen Billie Eilish's boobs, dude? When she turned 18, she became a total whore.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She was, I think that was like, it was one of the funny bits about her. I think I saw it on iFunny, was how she said like she was never going to be an e-thought. And now that she's of age and she's got these huge titties, she just like posts videos of her tits all the time. And her new music videos like very sexual.
Really?
Yeah. What are you looking at over there?
Bunch of cool stuff.
A bunch of cool stuff.
All of it's photoshopped.
Yeah. Oh, would you look up like Billie Eilish nudes or something?
Yeah, literally.
No, I don't think she doesn't have any nudes, but you can just
look up.
She have an OnlyFans? I think she does, but I don't think there's anything on it.
Oh, yeah. Terrible. Billie Eilish being a whore. How's that nice. For Google?
Nice. Make sure you stay on that mic. Yeah, dude. All right, stop looking at porn, dude.
I'm not. Sorry, man. You got me in the mood.
Oh, God. Yeah, do that later tonight.
I will. I'm going to have a good sleep.
Celebjihad.com.
Celeb Jihad? What's that? I've never heard of that.
You've really never heard? No, don't actually. I think that's a virus. That's like the top.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for telling me that as I almost hit enter. Yeah,
I think it's like whenever you look up like any sort of celebrity and nudes after, they're always like the top website to show up, and I'm I'm fairly certain it's a virus. If you really want to look up,
back in the day had so many viruses.
Say what? Or your flip phone?
Yeah.
Dude, you had internet on your flip phone? I never got internet on my flip phone.
Yeah, I had it long time ago.
Yeah, I didn't get any sort of like mobile internet connection until I got my first iPhone 3G. Or no, it was an iPod Touch.
Yeah, I had an iPod Touch first, and then years later, I think like right before, I think the Christmas of freshman year in high school, they gave us iPhone 5s.
Yeah. Nice.
Or Santa gave us iPhone 5s.
Yeah.
Santa.
Yeah. My dad bought an iPhone 3. He went from like a Motorola Razr to like an iPhone 3, and then he bought the iPhone 4 and gave me the 3. Cause like I always broke my phones, like I always broke them, so he would
Dude,
just always give me his old one.
back in the day, my dad was the BlackBerry guy.
Ooh, my mom was a BlackBerry gal.
BlackBerry with the fucking Bluetooth earpiece.
Yep.
Just always making money. Just ka-ching, baby.
The only game she had on her phone was Brick Breaker.
Dude, Brick Breaker, I played that shit all the time on my dad's BlackBerry.
Yeah, and I remember when my first time my dad got the iPhone, and then my mom got an iPhone. I would play Cube Runner. You remember Cube Runner? You would literally
was
like
Cube
just
Runner
take your phone, and like you were on a flat plane, and you were like this little triangle, and you would just have to dodge the cubes and
Dude,
see
that
how
shit
far
was
you
ancient.
get. Yeah. I set like a super high score. I was so proud of it. That and Jetpack Joyride.
Ooh. What about Doodle Jump, man?
Doodle Jump. I really liked Mr. Swing.
I've never heard of that one.
Mr. Swing was a cool one. You were basically like a little Spider-Man guy, and you would swing. So you would jump, and you would tap to swing, and then you would tap to release, and he would do a flip, and you had to land on a platform.
Ooh.
And you had to do that over and over and over.
What was that game where you could like bury through dirt and you had to like move the water to the alligator's shower or some shit? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's Where's My Water?
Well, yeah, Where's My Water? Dude, I played that so fucking much. I think
that's what it was called, Where's My Water?
That and I played a fuck ton of Angry Birds.
Yep, Angry Birds. What was the one bird game where you were trying to like, you would hold the screen and it would send you down, and you would try to like hit a perfect curve. You know what I'm talking about? Tiny Wings.
Tiny
Wings. Yeah. Tiny Wings. Ethan and I used to play the shit out of that.
What was the other one where you had to like keep tapping to keep the bird up?
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird. Yeah. I never got into Flappy Bird.
I was super into Flappy Bird. Kids would ask you. So when kids in school would see me playing Flappy Bird, they would ask if they could play.
I didn't know. Absolutely not.
Right, and I would always say no because it got removed from the Apple Store. You remember that? It got removed from the stores because like he was getting, the guy who made it was getting death threats of people saying like they were gonna kill them because they like broke their phone. It ruined their life.
What the fuck is wrong with people? I
know. I mean, it's very addicting. Like, have you ever seen Viva La Dirt League on YouTube?
No.
They're like, I think they're a bunch of like New Zealand guys. I think they're in New Zealand. They make some really good content. They have a really funny video about Flappy Bird on their board series. I would highly recommend you check them out. They have like very
Wait, are those like 3 or 4 dudes that make like the PUBG videos?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, they make the PUBG videos, they make Tarkov videos, they make they have like a whole series about MMOs, and they basically just make fun of shitty, stupid game mechanics.
Dude, when I get back into Battlefield and I'm already getting pretty good at shooters again with Destiny, dude, I'd totally reinstall PUBG.
Yeah, I want to play it again. I was talking to Sergio about it the other day. If he ever would go back and play, and I know Josh would want to play too. So it's like we can get a full squad going if you ever wanted to do it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for our topics. I've lost the page for it. I don't know if you had anything else you really wanted to hit on this one. It's kind of a short one. Sorry guys, because we're a little underprepared today.
It's happens. Been
quite a busy week.
It's weird how some of your like normal weeks where nothing significant happens feels like one of the busiest ones.
Yeah.
Very odd feeling.
It's like, yeah, I didn't have any major events happen, but it was just like a continuous week of work. Like, we were always busy at the shop, and then every time I'd finish up with a customer. I'd go back to, either editing the audio of the old podcast or fucking, and I'm wearing these Razer Adaro, those old Bluetooth.
Yeah, I still have my pair.
Yeah, I mean they work great,
Yeah.
but they're tight. They're small, and so if I wear them for a few hours, that's why I refuse to give up my AKG 7XXs, because they are just the most comfortable headphones I've ever worn. And like that's super important for me to be able to wear like a piece
headphones for an extended period of time.
Yeah, headphones, glasses, like whatever, anything I'm wearing for more than 8 hours at a time, like they need to be comfortable. And those Adaros just ain't it. Them fuckers hurt. I get like headaches by the end of the day.
Yeah. That was my biggest thing with older wireless headsets, how they were so fucking heavy.
Oh yeah.
It's like I got a weak neck.
Yeah, I never did the wireless ones. I always did I had a set of Turtle Beach XOs. XO1s, XOs?
Yeah.
Right? And they just plugged like right into the fucking bottom of the controller. Yeah, dude. That was the shit. Oh man. Oh, you know what I would like to talk about real quick, because I just thought about it.
Go ahead.
You ever play Viva Pinata?
I feel like you've tried to get me into this game so many times.
No, I just like you wouldn't be able to play it now. I don't think you can get it on PC anymore. It was only on like Games for Windows Live, and that got completely disintegrated. But I think it's one of the most relaxing little games that you can play. It's literally just it's kind of dark when you think about it, but you create a garden to attract piñatas, and you raise and grow these piñatas and increase their happiness so that you can send them to birthday parties to be murdered for money.
Wow.
Like, and one of the best ways to make money is like you'll get a bunch of piñatas and you'll make them have a kid, and as soon as the kid grows up, you sell it. Like it's actually a really fucked up game, but it's like it has such a cute little art style, and I mean the game looks phenomenal for the age it was created. And the music's nice, and you grow plants and flowers, and you just like make a garden. So if you ever if you like games where you like build gardens and whatnot, kind of like throwback to that Stardew Valley Animal Crossing kind of thing, yeah, Viva Pinata is a lot of fun. But I think you can only get it on like Xbox One and Xbox 360 because it's on Game Pass on the Xbox.
That's cool.
That's it. That's all I got, man. I mean, we only got an hour and 30 minutes in. I'm fresh out. I'm dry, man. My well's dry.
It's been a long week, man.
Yeah.
Just into the start of another.
We're gonna try and we'll make the next one better.
Yeah, we'll take some more time to research into things, and that's one thing I'm bad about is I'll find a topic and I'll just be like, that sounds cool, and I'll throw it in the Discord, but I won't look into it.
I think we need to make something a little bit better than the Discord. Something where we can lay out dates and whatnot, or maybe just like we delete the messages from the Discord every week.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Just so we don't have to scroll through a bunch of stuff. That way it'll sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like we shouldn't even end it because it feels like there wasn't enough content here.
Do you feel disappointed in our performance?
Yeah, a little bit. It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna record another hour and 30 minutes.
I was about to say, man, it's less for you to edit.
Yeah, this is true. All right, well, we appreciate everybody listening. We're gonna try and make it better next week. I apologize, but if you do like it, give us a like, send us a comment. We'd love to answer some questions or some comments in these. I'd love to have a little community outreach segment. That'd be pretty fun.
Feedback is very important. Please give us feedback, even if you shit on us. Please. I don't care.
Yeah, we can take it. We need that constructive criticism, or just deconstructive criticism.
Please cyberbully us.
Please, yeah. Locate me and light bags of dog shit on my front door. Thank you.
Ooh.
All right, let's
Okay.
fucking cut it off. Let's go play some games with fucking Mercy. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty. Bye-bye, boys.
Bye-bye.